Alright, this is John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com, and today we're looking at a nice sunflower. My friend Christian actually gave me this plant, so it's probably edible, but it's not going to make edible seeds like the big sunflowers, but nonetheless it's very, very beautiful. So it's blessed with many, many blossoms, and I just love sunflower blossoms. Here's one that's going to open today. It's the morning here, and I thought I'd make an episode today about the melon trellis. So the update with the melon trellis over here. So the crazy melon trellis you may have seen on some other episodes that looked pretty crazy, like some space alien something or other made out of white PVC tubing that didn't look too attractive before the melon vines grew up on it. Looks wonderful right now. It's a nice, basically big privacy screen, so you can't even see my house from the street. And we have lots of melons on it. So you can see the front actually grew out really well, and the back did look like this until earlier this week when we had to actually trim it back. So in the back here looks naked, but the cool thing is you can see all the melons hanging. So the melons are hanging in there. There's a nice big one. I think that's probably maybe a Crenshaw, and we have some kind of cantaloupe varieties. And Crane melon, which was actually the guy in this area. Crane made the Crane melon. He crossed some melons and made the Crane melon. And I got a couple more melons over here, but what you're not seeing over here is a lot of the foliage. So yes, a lot of the leaves we have to actually pick off. And the reason for that is I was taking my morning walk through my garden, and I saw something. And actually what it was white powdery mildew. So we've actually gotten most of the leaves, but here's a leaf that I missed. And we could zoom in real close, and you could see right there's some like white powdery stuff on there. And if we flip the leaf over, usually on the back side it goes through, and there'll just be a mass of white leaves. I'm going to pick that off right now. And so I guess it's white powdery mildew, and there may be some kind of mildewcide you could spray, but I'm not doing any mildewcide. So the other method is manual prevention, manual control. So we basically picked off all the leaves with white powdery mildew in the hopes that we got it all and that it will not spread. And that was a couple days ago, and today I found definitely some more white powdery mildew over in this section. So you can see I was busy at work clipping these back and taking them off, also removing any dead leaves. Also at this time too, I thought it might be a good idea to actually clip off the growing tips. So for example, this is a growing tip where the plant's actually still trying to flower and is going to attempt to make more fruit, which is all good and everything, but I'm going to break it off actually right here, because when you break it off, it'll stop maybe focusing on growing more and actually focus on any fruits that are on the vine. So some people, I'm no melon expert by any means and do an internet search on that, but some people really only let their melon vine fruit 1 or 2 melons for the optimal best melon in the whole world. And if you're into that, that's cool. I want to go for production and have lots of melons and hopefully have them all ripen up. So at this point it's almost futile to have any more flowers and any more melons develop, because we're here in August and it's going to start getting cold soon. And if we're getting powdery mildew now, that's just what's in store for me. So more powdery mildew and getting cold, and the melon's not going to make it. So at this point I just want the melons that's on the plant to ripen up without having to make any more, because they will not get mature and into full term on the melons. So this is John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com, and I need to actually pick another leaf here off. But yeah, and the other thing is my gardener Tiffany, so she's really paranoid about powdery mildew. So she said, John, whenever you're working with the powdery mildew, take all the leaves away and send them to the compost off-site, because you don't want to be keeping them around here, number one. And sometimes, some people may even recommend putting them in a plastic bag and put them in your regular garbage so it doesn't get composted with the regular stuff, and then you'll bring back the powdery mildew spores in the compost. So I thought that, oh, here's another one. I could walk around all day. See the little white spot? That's powdery mildew. So we're gonna pull that off. Oh, here's another one. I could sit here all day and get them all, and this will be like totally barren afterwards. So yeah, you don't want to basically cross-contaminate. So she was like really paranoid, like, okay, John, if you're dealing with powdery mildew, after you deal with it, definitely wash your hands really well before you even touch anything related to the melon. So all the cucumbers that I have, my cucumber beds luckily are 1, 2, 3, 4 beds away, but you know, I did get this last year at my community garden on my cucumbers, and some plants seem to be more affected than others. So I would say maybe melons are probably not as not as immune to powdery mildew as, say, cucumbers are. But the other thing is, you know, we definitely want to be careful because this can spread. Like, you know, if I touch this leaf to another leaf, or you got some powdery mildew on your hand and you transfer it over to your cucumbers, then your cucumbers are going to have some issues. And I mean, I'm all right with the melons, but man, I don't want my cucumbers having any issues yet. It's still too early. So once again, this is John Kohler with Growing Your Greens. And remember, you can grow your own greens and your own melons. And let me get a close-up on this little guy hiding back there. I mean, I think that's just so cute. All right.